Welcome back, 8th graders. This is part 2 to lesson 2 regarding South Africa, and this was the reading section you were to do on section 2, the geographic setting. So basically what we're going to learn today is a little bit about the history of South Africa. So first of all, South Africa is located at the southern tip of Africa, right in here. Compared with many African countries, it is small in land, but it is the most developed African country. Only about 5% of Africans actually live in South Africa, yet it produces 2/5 of Africa's factory goods and about half of its minerals. It also produces about 1/5 of the continent's farm products. South Africa has a lot of natural resources. Much of the wealth is built on, mineral resources, so large deposits of gold, copper, and other valuable minerals. This has made South Africa an economic powerhouse. The climate in South Africa is very mild. It has a rich soil, and this helps many farmland for cash crops, including corn, wheat, and sugarcane. Cattle, sheep, and goats graze on a lot of the ranches and lands within the farmlands in South Africa. It also is known for its wildlife. I think a lot of us think about these animals such as elephants, lions, zebras when we think about Africa in general. And these animals were once very important for hunter groups, people who lived by hunting. However, now it's more of a tourist attraction where visitors come from all over and just basically see the animals in their natural habitats. Alright, and we're finally going to look at, I need to get the right screen up here for you. Basically, the 4 different ethnic groups that we had looked at earlier in our circle graph. So, people have lived in South Africa for a very long time. The ancestors of South African blacks really came from the Central Africa, and they were probably migrated about 2,000 years ago. This ethnic group is made of a lot of smaller groups with their own language and their own culture. It wasn't until the mid-1600s that we had Europeans starting to come to Africa, and the first Europeans there were the Dutch, and they had a settlement called Cape Colony. And in time, other settlers from other European countries joined the Dutch. The Dutch remained the language of most of the colonists. They also picked up a lot of words from the settlers, other settlers, and from the black Africans, which resulted in a new language called Afrikaans. The white colonists who spoke this language came to be known as Afrikaners. So in about 1820, Great Britain arrived in Cape Colony, and most were farmers, and they eventually, around 1867, found that Africa was a rich source for diamond fields or diamond mines. They discovered these in the colonies. And then a few years later, gold was discovered. So these discoveries, of course, attracted more colonists. And then descendants of the Afrikaners, remember these were the Dutch or the other earlier European settlers, and the British colonists became to be known as the white South Africans, that ethnic group. So then over time we have the blacks and the whites in Cape Colony who get married, have families, and so then we have these mixed marriages and mixed children of different ethnic groups, and these children or these people are known as the colored. Okay, so when you look at the ethnic group that made up about 9% of the ethnic groups in South Africa, they are considered colored, so that would be mixed racial between black and white. And finally, we have the Asians who came to South Africa in 1860. Most were from India because India at that time was a British colony, so they came to work for British colonists in the sugarcane plantations that Africa had. And their descendants in South Africa are still called Asians, and they form the last majority ethnic group that we had looked at. So please remember to get your geo terms done, your vocab. Again, you have 4 words that you need to do and complete, and get that in on Teams. Have a great day. Bye-bye.